Five Nights at Freddy's? Holy fuck. I'm not watching this movie. What is this? Let me see. The Vanishing Act, how Sherri Papini faked her own kid. Why did she do this?
Okay. I just got home from work and my wife wasn't there, which is unusual.
You had this beautiful blonde mom of two who all of a sudden had vanished.
She is considered...
Why does she say blonde?
...at risk due to the suspicious circumstances.
I knew something was wrong. My first thing was...
Why that description?
Somebody took her.
And that begins the search for Sherri Papini.
Is that, unless that's like a main point of like interest when you're talking about...
Begins the search.
Eyes. Her hair isn't even on the thing. Oh, with blonde hair. Okay, cool.
For Sherri Papini.
Police were pretty shocked to find that Sherri had been branded on the upper right portion of her back.
Branded?
There is a massive break in the case.
And now it all comes crumbling down.
Tonight, the twisted tale of Sherri Papini and the disappearance that engrossed the country.
Engrossed the
everyone
country?
we talked to, Sherri, who was a stay-at-home mom, cherished her family life, doting on their 4-year-old son, Tyler.
Yo, niggas be going missing? I have zero idea. They talking about engross the country, bro. This did not happen in my country.
And their 2-year-old daughter, Violet.
Take me back to that day. I went to work and I didn't get home until around 5 o'clock. I looked in a few different rooms and I couldn't find anybody. Then I called our daycare type place. First thing I said is, what time did Sherri pick up the kids today? And when she said the kids are here, that was like, something is wrong.
Ms. Papini has been entered into a national computer for missing persons. She is considered at risk.
There's so much about the abduction that just doesn't add up. And so with so very little to go on, investigators can only do one thing at this point, and that's focus their attention on Keith Papini.
Local officials are saying her husband's polygraph test indicates that he had no involvement with her disappearance, adding that they were also...
He does have a suspiciously weak chin.
...able to confirm his whereabouts the day she went missing.
For 22 days, the police searched for Sherri when in the pre-dawn hours of Thanksgiving morning, 150 miles south of Reading, a driver spots a woman in distress on the side of the highway.
911 emergency, what are you reporting?
Hi, I have an emergency. There's a lady on the side of the road needing help. She's chained up, her victim's blurry, and she needs an ambulance.
Do you see her chained up?
Yes, her name is Sherri Papini.
Niggas use chains? I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of 05.
Sherri is taken to the hospital where her clothing gets processed and sent out for DNA testing.
Already a red flag. If I see somebody walking out in chains, I don't know, bro.
Looking at her injuries at the hospital, I was shocked by them. For it to be all over her face, her arms, her legs, and her chest and her back was just alarming.
Sherri told investigators that her kidnappers told her that she was going to be sold to someone as part of a sex trafficking ring.
She tells detectives she was kidnapped and physically abused by 2 Hispanic women.
Yes! Ha! I'm sorry. I'm just saying, at least they weren't black this time.
I think she may have teased me. I don't remember.
She just like me.
I don't remember. The next thing I remember is so many clothes were gone.
Police were pretty shocked to find that Sherri had been branded on the upper right portion of her back.
And they said I was branded. And that's what they said. That's what she likes. It hurts so bad.
That's such cap.
Sherri Papini has endured 3 weeks of beating and abuse. And
if you're being sold, why would they sell you? I know this sounds crazy, but like, why would they sell you in not brand new condition? Like, why wouldn't they just allow you to get to him and then he brand you if that's what he likes? That wouldn't make much sense. I'm just saying, if I'm going with the story that she's going with, I'm just saying, look, it's all crazy. It's terrible. Obviously, you wouldn't want this to happen. But in my mind, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm not going to do that. If I'm going to sell somebody to you, you do it. I'm just saying, in that world, I'm not there. I'm just saying, if that was the type of time, and I'm not on that type of time, I'm just saying. It already don't make sense because I use my brain. Cows get branded before they're sold. Okay, well, she's not a cow. This is a person. It's totally different. It don't make sense to me.
Then after all that, the kidnappers let her go. Sherri says she has no idea why they suddenly decided to release her.
She'd have been better off saying that she escaped.
Once she returned home, we went from worrying about
But then she'd have to say where she escaped from. You don't have to brand products, bro. You don't. You can sell anything, obviously with restrictions, in its purest condition and let whoever like do what they want. But I wouldn't touch anything if I was planning on selling something or someone. But I don't, obviously. I'm just saying though.
Finding a lady to now finding her abductors.
In this just released video, you see detectives from the Shasta County Sheriff's Office interviewing Sherri at her home.
She was in a ball, in a cocoon essentially, with her knees up to her chest.
There was boards on the windows.
Sherri tells investigators that she was chained to a very specific kind of pole in the closet.
There was a chain around my waist.
Okay. Do you know what you were affixed to? Was it a tether? Was it like a rope?
A metal cable.
Was the cable affixed to the wall and like the cable was loose?
The cable was affixed to a pole that went up into the ceiling.
So like a stripper pole.
The sheriff held a news conference today describing Sherri Papini as courageous and revealing details about her 3-week ordeal.
Suspect number 1 had long, curly hair. She had a thick accent. Suspect number 2 had straight black hair with some graying color.
But there are others who thought that certain details of Sherri's story weren't actually consistent with sex trafficking.
I'm sorry. This is the perfect hairline to forehead ratio almost. Man's never going bald. Unless he on that Bosley type of timing. But even if he was, I can't tell.
Sherri's story weren't actually consistent with sex trafficking.
Nah, too small of a forehead, you're right. But still. You're not going bald, dude. Good for you, W.
In the months following her return, Sherri says she continues to suffer from trauma. She gets professional help from the government.
From a government program that gives financial aid to victims of crime. And it paid thousands of dollars for therapy to treat the anxiety victims of crime.
What?
From a government
to suffer from trauma. In the months following her return, Sherri says she continues to suffer from trauma. She gets professional help from the government.
Payment to Panini's therapist and treatment for anxiety and PTSD from her proposed kidnapping. Oh, but they're not like putting the money in her bank account, right? I'm not balding. We can do a hairline check before I get off. They're not like putting it in her bank, right? They're just giving it to you. Okay.
From a government program that gives financial aid to victims of crime. And it paid thousands of dollars for therapy to treat the anxiety and PTSD that Sherri claimed she suffered from that kidnapping.
Okay.
This morning, the FBI released these new suspect sketches.
And it shows 2 Hispanic women, but with the
Bro, the first one literally looks like a white woman. Like it could be, this could literally almost be any race of woman. How do you tell this is Hispanic based off this drawing? Second one look kind of crazy, but the first one, like, how do you see Hispanic in this?
Their face is covered up.
You're trying so hard.
Around the same time, investigators also get back results from the crime lab that's been examining Sherri's clothing. And there's a DNA hit, exactly what they were hoping for, but the results are confusing.
The DNA was of a male, and it would be somewhat incongruent with the allegations that she made that she was abducted by 2 Hispanic women.
The next step was to enter that DNA profile into the law enforcement database to see if this unknown guy is in the system.
That's so crazy, just randomly lie on minorities for no reason, bro.
And we get a return that nothing matched with it.
I know they don't really exist in this story, but that's still so crazy.
And so now we're back to the drawing board.
I assume you're also looking into Sherri's background.
There's some little bit of red flags there.
Investigators talked to her first husband because Sherri had been married before. According to the police, he said, yeah, but you know, she was a real liar. She made up a lot of stories.
Police say many friends and relatives were less than supportive.
And then you had the other half that say she's super mom, she would never leave.
You know, there was some infidelity issues in her background that even Keith had told us about.
Issues with infidelity, issues with lying, and a history of running away.
Yep.
I was telling my staff, unless we have some very strong evidence to disprove her allegations, we need to continue forward with the investigation.
What would have been her reason?
As the years went on, it went maybe from frustration that they couldn't find the two alleged abductors to more curiosity. Whatever happened with Sherri Papini's case?
Investigators asked permission of the courts to be able to run that DNA against all those DNA ancestry type websites.
Okay.
They're hoping somebody in this guy's family had used one of those DNA websites. If they find a relative, they've got a lead.
Okay.
It worked.
This man has 2 sons. One.
Ah, shit. Yo, can you imagine thinking that you got away with this, then like 3.5, 4 years later? We got him. Him? Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, I'm cooked.
One of those sons
I'm
used
finished.
to date Sherri Papini.
Oh my.
Came back to James Reyes, an
What do you mean, like Shawn?
ex-boyfriend.
And you see James Reyes in a photo with Sherri from one of her social media posts.
It's a massive break in the case.
So the FBI
That's crazy.
field officer and myself went down to James's residence to do the confrontation.
Hello, good morning.
We're here regarding Sherri Papini. Okay. And just trying to figure out how you know her, when was the last time you talked to her?
Well, me and Sherri dated back in 2002, and I haven't talked to her in years.
There's information that I think you have about the abduction.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I can get. All I know is what I read about it.
And it's not until 53 minutes into this interview that they get Reyes to finally come clean.
I didn't kidnap her. I just... friend in need asked me for help, and that was that.
What did she say?
That's crazy. You can't start off with such a huge disconnect from something like this, and then boom, now this my friend. I ain't seen her in years. To this my friend, she needed help. Oh nah, you're cooked.
She was trying to get away from her husband. Like, your husband beats you, your husband raped you. I don't know what her deal was.
She made up stories. Keith was abusing her. She needed to get out of that relationship.
The ex-boyfriend's version of what happened is radically different.
But you're saying absolutely. It was just you and her in the car. There were no females involved.
I don't know any Mexican girls. I mean, there's no way, man.
He was duped by her, but he went along with it.
I didn't know what the final plan was. Like, were we gonna end up together? Was that her plan?
But it's fair to say you were hoping maybe you could get together with her.
No, I wasn't there yet.
She instructed James to get a rental car, leave his cell phone at his house, and drive the 9 hours or so to get to Redding, California to...
Boy, bitch.
It's literally the plot to the movie Gone Girl. Wow.
Bitch. There ain't no way. What?
He gets her down to his apartment, gives Sherri the bedroom, and he sleeps on the couch.
Sherri told the world that she had sat there, locked up, chained, miserable, abused.
Nah.
But Reyes says the truth was that she voluntarily spent time alone reading the news about her own disappearance.
She starts to act erratically, according to him. She starts losing a lot of weight. She cut off her hair.
But then things get far more twisted. Remember all those terrible injuries covering Sherri's body?
Yeah.
How did all that stuff come
I mean,
about?
she did while she was here. I mean, she just hit herself with something, created a bruise or something.
She's bleeding, bruised, burned, and scarred.
I may be
Then
an elf
she
for
says
this,
to him,
but if my ex came and
I need
asked
you-
me for this and police came to my door, I'm snitching.
First of all, I'm not letting my ex in my house on no unannounced shit. Absolutely not. What you got going on? What you got going? Like, what's up? Like, you step to the doorstep. We going back to your car to talk. You not getting in this house. I don't know what type of timing that these niggas be on now. I don't know what type of, you know what I'm saying, vibe you on. I ain't seen you in a couple months, years. I'm sorry, we can't get that type of, you know what I'm saying, situation back to what it was. Nah, that's never gonna happen.
To brand my back.
Imagine if it's a few years removed too. Absolutely not. You getting beat? All right, let's go to the cops. They not helping you? Okay, I'm gonna get you a hotel to stay at. Hotel. Shack up there for like a week. I got some cash for you. You know what I'm saying? Stay up there, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Try to get it figured out or whatnot.
Like, oh, this is probably gonna hurt. I mean, I've never.
You're not staying with me.
Never done this. And then she was like, I'm ready to go back to the kids. And she started missing her babies. I'm like, of course. She's just like, I'm ready to go. And I'm just like, Thanksgiving Day, I'm just like, seriously?
Yeah, we'll pay for the hotel. Look, I'm not one of those people. I would help an ex out. Like, I'm not. Especially if we dated, like anybody that I've dated, I like you. There's attributes about you that I like. I'm not going to just like trying to see you down and out if I can help you. But that's about as far as I'm going. You're not staying with me.
Then before dawn on that now infamous Thanksgiving morning, James Reyes says he dropped Sherri off in a remote area.
That's so crazy.
When we come back, the authorities close in on Sherri Papini and what she says when confronted by detectives.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Wait, where's part 2? Is there a part 2 to this? Boma, what the fuck? Did you send me a part 1 to a story that isn't finished yet? Bro, there's another Nat in here. Oh, wait, no. Whoa, an hour 25? There is no way. Yo, can we get a cut up version? Okay, this was only 30. Niggas love leaving trails, bro.
It's always been an issue, so.
Okay. So if you want to keep the lead.
Part 1. Oh my god, I cannot believe, bro. I cannot believe she just did that.
Sinker. Bulma got you.
I know she did. And I'm not taking this bait. This is like 2 hours worth of content. I want to watch the rest. Hey, any plug, don't touch this cuz I'm going to leave this up. Cuz I want to see how the rest of this panned out. Okay, maybe she's got a cut up version. If she don't, we definitely going to watch this the next time we stream. I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, this is the most unnecessary lie. Elijah, wait. Y'all are trying your absolute...
I swear.
No, I can't listen to nothing. I don't know if this is a legitimate leak. If it is, then I don't want to hear it yet. I don't want to hear it yet if it's legitimate. I'm trying to chill. Can we look at a few memes before you go? Here we go, bro. She could have just left her nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like, what was the reason?
Hello, everybody. This is Shawn, and this is the first...
Nutrition tier lists. Bacon. Bro, I'm not a nutritious eater right now. This don't do much for me. Wait, what do they mean by this, though? Wait. I'm not trying to be fat right now. Stop. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Chill, then. I am chilling. Enzo Curry. Y'all are trying too hard to keep me on. I'm not staying on. I have to go. I'm leaving you. I'm going to leave you. You're going to get abandoned, and that's just what it is. Accept it. That's kind of fucked up. Drug tier list is the best tier list? I've only done like 3 drugs. Do memes? Look, I don't have time. What it's we got 7 minutes left. You got 7 minutes with the semen. Do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. Let me see. How cut up is this?
Back in the year 2016.
I fucking hate this. Yo, 30 though? Okay, after this, we're done. I swear to God, I'm gonna keep all these tabs open though.
Of the situation they were in. What was also strange was the fact that no demands for ransom had been made.
Be quiet.
And that her captors had left her on the side of the road when they were finished.
Yeah, we know that.
Eventually,
we know that.
For an interview. The police tell Sherri that they have new information. They want to know if it's okay to talk about it in front of her husband.
Okay. What type of vibe they on? You know what would be so crazy? Is if this is part one of a larger series of videos in reference to this. I swear to God.
You're in the driver's.
I swear to God.
I think it's easier to control things once you know what the information is. To be honest with you, Sherri. So I can tell you what it is.
I'm gonna get to the end and gonna be like, find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, and I'm gonna be so hot.
Say what it is when Keith leaves, and then you can say yes or no whether or not you want him in there for the rest of it.
Can I put subtitles?
Am I in one room or in my other room? So that's the.
They got
I'm
subtitles.
to the point where if you want him here, we'll just go on with the conversation.
As long as you're not interrupting or pausing on this.
I'll stay over here.
But if he steps out, I can say a name, and then you can choose whether you want him in here for the rest of it or not. It's completely up to you.
Damn.
Or I can just continue on, and again, like I said, I wanted you to always have control over certain aspects of stuff. We're not to a point where anybody's going to jail yet. We're not to a point of anything like that. We're just still at the talking stage. We're at the control stage.
You seem scared, Sherri.
No, it's not scary.
What is it?
They ask Sherri why she was crying, and she explains that it's because she believes the police can't find the woman that helped her escape. There is a good chance Sherri knows she has been caught, which is where the tears come from. But what is interesting is how fast she was able to lie and make up an excuse as to why she was crying.
We're not going to find her.
I mean, she could have prepared for this.
She's the reason why I get to see my children every day.
Well, that don't sound right.
We're not going to find her.
She's the reason? What do you mean by that?
She means the younger one let her go. Right? That's what you're referring to? We're not going to find her. And we can just skip to the rock into the water and ruffle up the pond if we want to now. Again, this is your last opportunity. This is the last time if you want to do this alone or with Keith. Keith's been through this also on a different level.
Bro, can you imagine Keith? Years and years and years of believing your wife had gotten kidnapped, and then like 5 years after the fact, like removed from it, you find out what? She probably been using this against him in arguments and everything. I was kidnapped! Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be hot. I would be so tight.
I'm ready I'm ready to move on and throw the dart and throw the rock and see what happens to the water. But Sherri, look at me. What do you want?
I don't know about this. Cloud chaser is crazy.
She's not going to get in trouble. So the DNA came back to James Reyes. We talked to him. He's been on a poly.
And imagine the name that you hear is your wife's ex and y'all are married.
We talked to everybody around him. We have the rental agreements, phone rental, the car rental agreements. We have everything that says that he said he told me.
That's good.
So
he told
everything.
You
told us so many truths in this situation. The reason why you can describe the room is because you stayed in the room in the dark for hours, for days on end. The reason why you lost so much weight is because you stopped eating. The reason why you got a rash on your arm is because you cleaned his house.
You're correct.
The reason why the brand is because he went to the store, bought the branding tools, and branded you. The reason why your nose was broke is because of a hockey stick. Sex. I know all of that because he passed a polygraph test. That said, it's not an abduction. She asked me to come get her.
No.
I rented a car.
No.
I drove up and picked her up. He passed the polygraph test, Sherri.
If that's not what happened, what did happen, Sherri?
I don't know. No, there's no way it's James.
Yo, Keith, how you feeling right? Is that his name? Is the husband's name Keith or am I tripping?
There's no way. There's no way.
The DNA doesn't lie. His DNA was on you.
There's no way.
Robert saw you in the house while you were down there. While everything spun out of control, his cousin. Why everything ran out of control on the initial.
There's no way.
Keith.
It's 100% Robert's or James's DNA.
We even collected blonde hairs from the room.
I'm laughing at any investigator that pulls some shit out of a binder and smack it on the table like that. I'm no longer taking you serious. I get the severity of the situation because she's unstable right now. You could literally get her with anything, but this is fucking hilarious. What the fuck do you want me to do with that?
There's no way. It's James. There's no way.
Oh no, she's cooked. She's cooked.
Why are you saying it's not?
The movie Hoodwinked has forever ruined the name Keith for me. It makes me laugh every time I hear it.
What's that?
We were friends. There's no way.
Oh, she's still trying to play it like he legitimately kidnapped her.
Sherri has just been confronted with the evidence showing that
That's
she is
hilarious.
lying. Imagine a real victim who had gone through a similar situation.
That's actually hilarious.
How would they react to being told that their story is a lie? Typically, they would become very angry and shocked that anyone would believe that the horror they went through was a lie.
Nah, she's still trying to
What
play
they
it though.
wouldn't do is sit quietly, listening to someone tell them they are lying.
Damn.
It's him. There is no way. It's him.
Well, it is.
The DNA tells us that it was his DNA on you.
The DNA alone says it's him. And when we talked to him and confronted him with the DNA,
He told us what happened.
He 100% told us what happened.
And gave us details that nobody else would know.
And we can call him and we can all talk about it. But ultimately, can you look at me for a second? Ultimately, we put him on a polygraph like we did Keith. Keith was inconclusive, to be honest with you, on whether he was involved or not. But 100% James was telling the truth. The questions were, did Sherri ask you to come pick her up? He answered yes.
Bro, I want to get to the point. I want to hear Keith's take on this.
We asked him if the two of you ever had sex. The answer was no.
During 2016.
During 2016, during the abduction, he said no. That was the truth. We asked him if you asked him to brand you. The answer was yes. And he passed the polygraph on all of those questions.
Okay, now you can't get out of this.
He took us to the stores where he bought the chain. We talked to the friend who rented the car. The car that he rented drove over 900 miles in a day.
900 miles is crazy. Still insane.
Sure, I know this is a lot to take in. But it's not like we don't know the answers to these questions.
And the fear of Keith's reaction, obviously now he's in the room. The fear of media, the fear of all of these things.
What is Keith about to say?
Are coming forward. They're in front of you now. The only way to get a hold of it, the only way for everybody to come together and heal, the whole community has to heal, is for us to be able to say, when we presented all of the evidence, all of the stuff that came forward.
I would steal off on her so fast right now. I'm not gonna lie. I would be so hot.
You told us the truth.
I couldn't even. I don't know, bro. I couldn't. I don't think I could be in the room.
You did go in a dark room. That's true.
I hear that I couldn't be in the room,
you
bro.
You did lay in the back seat of the car. That's true. You did lose weight. You were branded. Your hair was cut.
Y'all better watch it, bro. You need to watch him.
But how those bruises got there are because you did it and James did something. The reason why your nose got broke is because you held the hockey stick to your face and he forced it into your nose.
I get that, but I want to hear what she's saying about it.
Only you and I and maybe 5 other people know where the brand was. He told me immediately.
Sherri's narcissistic personality won't allow her to believe she has been caught. Even after being shown all the evidence that proves she has been lying, Sherri still believes she can somehow get out of the situation she is in.
So, what are you thinking, Sherri?
That doesn't make any sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
What actions doesn't make sense?
A lot of it doesn't make sense.
A lot of it?
Can we talk about those?
No.
So are you calling James a liar?
Can you ask what Keith has to say about this?
Are we not believing James what he told me?
No.
I know you're scared.
Cannot believe that it is James.
Bro.
I can't believe James told us the truth. That's what I can't believe.
Yeah, let me correct you, bitch.
He passed a polygraph, Sherri.
So did Keith.
No, he didn't. He was inconclusive. And he was involved.
So James is involved. But I don't.
James picked you up. You called James to pick you up. You mailed him a letter with your address.
Dog.
You used a burner phone.
Oh my God! Yo!
You're saying since you're married, you haven't called James?
No, I have called James.
Oh my God!
Contacted James. His phone records show that you do. You did. The phones don't lie. The DNA doesn't lie.
How are you looking at him for help? You just betrayed him the most.
The polygraph doesn't lie.
So you can go a couple different directions now.
His story.
I've already told you lying to me is a crime. So you walk out the store telling lies, and that's a crime.
I think we need my lawyer. This isn't making any sense.
What's not making sense, Sherri? The parts that don't make sense.
James.
No, the parts that don't make sense are that you're accusing two females who abducted you.
Facts.
James. The part that you were branded.
Two Latina queens. Out of nowhere, for no reason. They did nothing to you.
He told me you did. Who would sit there and say, I branded Sherri on her right shoulder blade?
Oh no.
Told us how and showed us the letters that matched the brand.
Took us to
he just completely, that was the divorce. He just got divorced that quick.
The store and pointed out the letters.
It would appear that Sherri is desperately
I'm in the splash zone.
Desperately trying to think of a way to explain her ex-boyfriend's confession. The detectives make sure to keep talking because they want to make it as difficult as possible for Sherri to think up another lie.
The problem is today's the case is resolved. Everything.
Love you, man. Rest up.
Well, how do we prove that you're telling us the truth? How do we prove that the truth is that two women took you, but I'm telling you it's a male?
This fit is trash. I don't even know why he married her if this is the type of drip she rocking.
The fact that you were branded is true.
I mean, I'm not gonna be too harsh. This is like fake post PTSD drip, but still, like this should have told you everything, Keith.
Small fact is that you willingly laid down and did it, versus being tied to a table. So we could do the polygraph and try to whatever parts you're confused about.
Can you go outside?
Can I talk to you outside real quick? Or wait?
That's fine.
Oh,
the fears
nah.
of how out of control everything got. The fear of all these things.
Nah. The narrative is building. You are no longer in control of the narrative.
And the only people that can slow the train down is you and I.
I want to hear what the husband
Sherri's
is saying.
husband leaves the room with one of the officers and does not return. Now that he is no longer in the room, they try a different approach with Sherri. They give her a way to explain her disappearance by asking if she was in fear for her life. This question shows Sherri that there is no point in denying the accusations anymore, and now it's not a matter of if she did it, but rather
why.
So you might as well get out of your head that James is not involved, because James is clearly involved, and James already told us he's the one that did the brand.
That's something that he admitted.
James isn't in any way, shape, or form like culpable for any of this though. He didn't orchestrate a kidnapping or anything like that. He just did what she told him to do. He ain't lied to nobody, so he should be cool, right? I think he in the clear.
He admitted to mayhem. He admitted to the felony. You could put him in prison over.
So how would that?
He didn't go to the police. I mean, he might not have known that there was like any lookout, but he might have. But I don't really think he's culpable for any of this. He lied to him. I mean, at first he did. They could probably get him for that. What would that be, like obstruction? He could get off of that though. They can get off. He can get off of that.
How do you?
He should have never agreed though. That was really stupid.
It doesn't jive. So now it's your opportunity to say, were there issues between you and Keith? Is that why you needed to leave?
Yeah, why did you do
We
this?
read your text message. We're already aware of some issues, but enlighten us if that's the case. If there was a valid reason for you to leave, let me know what that was.
James said you had your jaw broken by him, and that's why he came and got you, because you were in an abusive relationship.
My husband.
So, were you in an abusive relationship with him? Have you told other people in your life that, like China, that Keith has abused you in the past when that wasn't true? China told me that day 2, where there was an incident at a party that you got hurt playing, like, I don't know, Wii or...
I mean, she'd be really stupid to go with the line that they're giving her, even though I get why they're doing it. Like, bro, the dude that kidnapped you admitted that you were beating yourself up. Like, we don't believe nothing you say at this point.
Or something, and then you told other friends that Keith hurt you.
I would like to think she has that in mind, but maybe
that said you just,
maybe she's too far gone.
During a party, and you go tell James that you were being hurt, you were being abused, and you couldn't come forward because Keith has friends in law enforcement. If all of that's, is that true? Has Keith ever been abusive towards you?
We're not talking about my husband. I love my husband.
So why leave? Is James lying to us?
I don't want to leave my husband. I want to be with my children. I would never leave my children.
Bro, you got
You didn't leave them
kids.
permanently. You came back to them. Ultimately,
No.
You left them every day at daycare, so it's not like, hey...
Yo, for what, bro?
James talked about that decision when you were driving down, how hard that was. You left at 10 o'clock knowing that Keith was going to get home late, knowing you were going to leave the kids at daycare, and how much that tore you up on the drive down. You told us that.
So what was the reason, bitch?
Then things got out of
James
control.
and I talked about that.
Now that Keith is no longer in the room, Sherri opens up about how she was talking to other men, including James, behind her husband's back.
Bro.
Always talking to other guys.
Wait, what, huh? Oh my. I read that subtitle so crazy just now.
Always talking to other guys. Oh my god, why did I do that?
like when you were in Eureka, you give him a call.
Like, what the fuck?
Just start chatting with him. Told him some of your problems.
She been chatting this whole time.
My fault that I was talking to him. It's my fault that I was flirting with other men. It was
That's a way easier thing to explain.
I love my husband.
Flirting with
I love my children.
That's understandable.
It's stupid.
Here's the deal, though.
That would have been so much better.
Men, not a crime.
Right. That's.
Lying to me today, yes, a crime.
But we're beyond that.
Was it that deep?
Discretion. We've talked about that discretion. We've talked about Donovan, right? Remember? We talked about Donovan. Who picked you up? Was it James or was it a female that pointed a gun at you? Can you please answer that?
Bro.
You're shaking your head no.
I will not get. I'm not talking to you about that. I'm not going to get anybody in trouble. I've told you before, I do not want anyone to get in trouble.
Well, you're going to get yourself in trouble at this point. That's
Right,
where we're
bro
at.
already snitched.
So either
You the last one left.
I know you didn't do anything wrong. Right now, you're not telling the truth, which is doing something wrong. That's where we're at. James put himself on a polygraph. Talked to FBI agents. He talked with Peter and I for 6 hours. You told us everything, Sherri. You told us so many truths because you put yourself through.
True.
They were true. You're absolutely
You
right.
don't want to talk about the women.
So, but the one.
You're saying that it's James.
No, I'm
We're
not.
saying James's DNA was on you. We know you were in that room at his house.
Then if it
So the
was
question
the
is-
woman. Then if it was the woman.
Well,
Okay.
about the
That's why
woman.
we're asking you. It
Did
was
the
the
woman
woman.
put a pointed gun at you and put you in the car? Yes or no? Is that where we're at?
Don't remember.
You don't remember if a female pointed a gun at you and put you in the car? Is that what you're saying, Sherri?
I've always told you I don't remember getting in the car. I've always told you I don't remember getting in the car.
Correct. But did a female point a gun at you? Yes or no? Yes or no? So I don't remember anything. You've already told me that today.
You know who she is. I know you do.
No, it was always
You
Keith.
know who she is.
Yo,
You know
the lady
you
we
do.
showed you is another raise. No, I know James opened the door for you. Whether you want to forget how you got in the car, I'm okay with that.
Yo, why
But
is she like
we've already
this?
established today, that's why I asked you today, what did the younger girl do? You said she let me go and she pointed a gun at me.
We said the 8
How you got in
months.
the car. Right now I'm asking you, did a younger female point a gun at you, yes or no? What?
I know you know who she is. I'm not
we're on the
saying
wrong-
it. I don't want her to get in trouble.
She's not
I
getting in
know you know who she is.
You're getting in trouble.
I am not. I didn't do anything.
Right, but right now, answer this one question. Did a female point a gun at you, yes or no?
I am done speaking to you until I talk to a lawyer. I will not arrest her. I am.
I won't arrest her. It's crazy.
Sherri sticks with the story where the younger of the two women who took her helped her escape. She then asks for a lawyer because she is afraid that the woman who helped her will get into trouble. A narcissist will never admit mistakes when confronted. They will deflect, delay, and tell more lies. They believe they are invincible and...
Chat, that sounds like somebody. Why would... Oh, fuck. Why would, like, why... You gotta have a reasoning or, like, a... Like, why would she get arrested for helping you escape?
perfect. Even when confronted with all of the evidence, Sherri
Like, you ain't have a backup plan? I'm confused.
refuses to admit she has done anything wrong.
Like, just in case this don't go right, like,
Sherri, if you want to talk to your attorney, that's fine. We can wrap this up. If you want to keep talking to us, that's a separate story, but you said you wanted to talk to your attorney, so like I said, from the beginning, you're free to go and you can go.
Even if she did kidnap you, why would that be the person that you'd be protecting?
Sherri leaves after asking for a lawyer. Shortly after the interrogation, federal prosecutors would bring charges against Sherri. Sherri would plead guilty to lying to federal agents and mail fraud. She would receive 18 months in prison and over $300,000 in restitution for all of the time and money spent searching for her.
I'm not even mad for real that she didn't get much time because she really didn't affect nobody except the reputation of Hispanic women. But this was just completely unnecessary. And you lost your husband. You probably not gonna get custody of the kids, bro.
Sherri will be turning herself in to serve her sentence in November of 2022. It's still unclear as to why Sherri would pretend to be abducted, then go to the lengths that she did to cover it up. It's possible she may have thought it would bring her fame and fortune. Our society treats victims as heroes, so it's possible a narcissist would fake their own victimization just to be recognized as a hero. It's also possible she may have just wanted to be with her ex-boyfriend for a while and did not want to risk losing her husband and her children.
But she didn't even
I'd love
fuck
to hear
him.
your theories on why she did this, so please share them in the comments below. After Sherri left the interrogation room, her husband took her spot and had a few questions for the detectives.
Yeah, bro, I need to see I need to see this. I know your mind is going in a million different directions.
Idiot husband that stayed around the whole time.
Well, there's not. It's still. We can't tell you a lot, honestly.
I'll just break down.
Some of the details, some of the stuff coming out.
Can you, I mean, from my side, I feel like my whole world's gonna flip upside down again. Why is that? Why am I always getting held out of things? Like, why can't you just hit me with it?
I did. I told you.
I know, yeah.
Because this happened Monday.
No, you're saying you can't tell me all this stuff.
It's still an ongoing investigation, so you're not going to find out answers. I mean, there's just, that's the way it is.
Can you
Hey, bro, you mad at the wrong niggas, I'm gonna be honest.
tell me, didn't throw me a bone and then go, I mean, she made it up. Is that where we're going, right? Or is she trying to come up with a whole nother thing?
We're not going to give you any additional details. Obviously, you've heard the questions, so you can read through some of those and understand. You've seen some of the photos, so you know some of the investigative work
Obviously, you
we've
saw me. I was
done.
like, yeah, we found him.
And we did.
Yeah.
But you can also notice your reaction compared to her reaction.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's what I'm saying from my side. But now you're telling me, okay, you guys can go home now. Well, do you think I want her anywhere around my kids or around me at all at this
Facts.
And again, we've talked a lot. I don't know what the next stages of this are. That's why
it's not us together. I tell you that one.
Whatever those decisions are, I don't know.
Look,
yeah, they putting bro in a very dangerous position right now. He is right on that. Like he tweaking a little bit, but he is right to a degree, cause it's like if she's capable of that, and you're not telling me that she did or she didn't completely, or you won't confirm, blase. Like, how am I supposed to protect myself or my kids if she decided to do something crazier than that? You basically coming here telling me like, okay, she got kidnapped by somebody that she told to kidnap her and then fake this whole thing. Now that she knows that we might know, she might get rid of all of us. Like, why the fuck would you tell me this? I can't be around her no more, but not how am I supposed to justifiably do this? Y'all putting me in a very precarious situation right now.
We can all agree that she's not over there. Then obviously if somebody can do something like that to their body and try to trick everybody that they're probably not fit to.
It was 4 years ago.
We can't get into that, but I would say obviously we are concerned about the welfare. We don't want any kind of domestic dispute between you two. We also don't want.
So give me a quick not legal advice, give me from a sheriff. If I don't want her in my house tonight, what options do I have?
You have to get restraining orders. You have to get legal stuff.
I'm gonna tell her she has to go to her sister's or something. I mean, she's not going to my house tonight, and I gotta call. The next stage of this, please give me the courtesy of telling me when you're gonna announce this, so I cannot be at my home.
Probably tonight.
Oh God, damn, you're going quick. Well, I thought you said it's ongoing now.
Well,
we got to
talk about that, but
it's gonna happen quick.
I understand that. He was thinking tomorrow. It's like, okay,
You blew up everybody in LA. So there's a hornet's nest in LA.
Mm-hmm.
It only takes one person to go and say, hey, I know what actually happened. I want 10 grand. And now they run to LA News.
Yeah.
It blows up without our control. So, and I don't know the strategy. We still have to we had to get through this before we can get there. But this.
Is there anything you can tell me next? I thought you said you were going to tell me something when I came back in.
The person that we talked to down there is absolutely involved.
No, I know that.
Everything.
I know that. So I've never given you guys that guy's number, so I thought.
So that's where we're at.
And then what did she say?
We're just gonna ask you to be patient, let it play out. I know it's gonna be really hard, but it also makes it easier.
I'm not gonna lie, that would actually piss me off.
No, and the family members, your own family members.
No,
and you can look at them with a straight face and say, look, they're not telling me yet.
But like, even Kettle right now, I was like, well, shoot, you guys can give her a ride.
That's fucked, bro.
I don't know what Kettle said.
That's what he told me.
I'm assuming we could arrange for her to get there if that's what has to happen.
Because I need to make some phone. If you're gonna release it that soon, I'd like to call him.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I can call you today. I'm gonna go from this to another meeting, and that meeting's gonna lead to another meeting, and that meeting's gonna lead to another meeting, and then we'll be figuring stuff out.
Are you saying you want us to help you with transport for her?
I
get it back
think
to the
so.
house?
I don't think you got to give me a couple. I thought you guys were gonna call me back in here with her.
Well, she has to leave, so she's free to leave if she wants.
So I think we'll talk, and we'll probably. She's probably not going to talk in here, so we'll probably go out to the car, and then I'll be like, I'm not going anywhere with you until
If you guys want to talk out in the car and come back up and tell us if you need assistance, let us know.
I appreciate that. I think I'm handling pretty good. I ain't punching walls or nothing.
We appreciate that.
I'm in shock. Okay. Alright.
I feel terrible for Keith right now, man.
Thank you for watching. I will see you next time here on the Red Tree Crime YouTube.
I feel awful for Keith, man. Imagine he's sitting in the passenger seat waiting to go home like it's all normal. That's what I'm saying. And she's still lying the entire time. It's like, fuck, man. That's crazy. I don't know, bro. That's fucked up. You just destroyed a whole family. Damn. Still waiting for me. So if you're here, yeah, what you can further evidence is to get you to lie. You know that's what she's gonna do when they get home, on the way home. But apparently they arranged for different situations for her. So That's a fucked up story, man. That's completely. I don't know. I feel crazy after that one. I feel crazy.
Shawn, did you see that Charlemagne says Cardi has had Jay-Z and Drake level impact on rap?
Y'all trying to drag me into this longer. I'm not staying, okay? I have to go. And if he said that, that's the craziest shit that I ever heard in my fucking life. Second, nobody else is asking for memes, okay? And third, that comment from Charlemagne is fucking crazy. Literally, that's fucking insane. Where am I going? To mind my fucking business. On God, I am. I got something crazy to do. Okay. Yep, Black going crazy. Like, it's just too much. Niggas lying about getting kidnapped. Niggas putting shit in places where it don't matter. Like, niggas saying memes. Niggas saying this. They saying that. Like, it's just whatever, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's okay. I'm fine. I feel good, right? I feel good. We're good. We're golden. I'm great. I'm great.